Hello everyone. I'm sure by now you've probably heard of Nicholas Cruz, the guy in Parkland, Florida who shot up the high school he was recently expelled from. This just happened today, well actually technically yesterday, at least in this time zone, the Eastern time zone. But anyway, he clearly had some very serious problems going on. He was expelled from the high school that he shot up, and he had several, according to several people that knew him, he had violent outbursts and shit like that. He also made some very threatening statements and shit like that on Instagram. There were quite a few red flags, but none of them were taken seriously, or at least not reported to the police. And people were asking, oh, why didn't they see and all that stuff? Why didn't they see? I think he had something like 200 followers on Instagram. But the fact of the matter is those people are following a bunch of crap, okay? Not all of them are going to see everything he makes or even watch all of his videos or read all his statements or whatnot. And not every statement he made was about killing people. At least I don't think that. I haven't seen his Instagram myself, so I can't really say, but I don't think he was ranting about how he was going to slaughter a bunch of people. But anyway, in his sick little mind also lurked some genius as well. He knew that schools had been preparing for the shooting. They had shooting drills and everything like that. So he came up with a way to overcome this. He pulled the fire alarm and everybody came outside their rooms and classrooms, and he had it was like shooting fish in a barrel from there. He used an AR platform weapon and equipped himself with several magazines. He wore a gas mask, and a lot of reports say he deployed smoke bombs. And, that only adds to the confusion and the terror and the fear and allows him to kill people at his own sick, demented leisure. Now, we still, again, we don't know much about this guy because it just happened. But anyway, what we do know is that he was expelled, and he is 19 years old. And very rare for spree killers is this guy actually survived his rampage. He was actually captured dressed very differently than what he was when he went in. He basically tried to blend in with the crowd to it looks like get away. Now, did he think he could get away with this, or was he planning to launch some other attack somewhere else before the police caught on? We don't know, because because he was hospitalized. He killed 17 people, and I think, if memory serves, and if the news reports are accurate, he has wounded a total of 10 people that are hospitalized. And but they're all expected to recover. However, the shooter did not take his own life as spree killers, rampage killers, whatever you want to call them, typically do. Roger killed himself. Stephen Paddock killed himself. Omar Manton was killed by the police. I said Elliot Rogers. The Columbine shooters killed themselves. Cho from Virginia Tech, I still can't pronounce his whole name, killed himself also. Charles Whitman was killed by the police. And Adam Lanza killed himself too. That being said, we still haven't heard from this guy's parents at all, and we really don't. Again, we really don't know that much about him, and yet, but we will soon have the chance to dissect his mind as he was captured alive. Now, granted, he is in Florida. And Florida has the death penalty, and they're not afraid to use it. they have executed a good number of people. They're right up there with Texas and Virginia in terms of prisoners executed. And so he will probably get the death penalty. I would say it's very likely. I would say his chances of escaping the death penalty are about as good as winning the lottery. It could happen, but it's extremely doubtful that he will not be executed. Assuming, of course, he isn't killed in prison, or kills himself. Hopefully it'll be the latter. Hopefully he'll just kill himself and, save us all the tax money of having to go through the legal process. Because it costs between $500,000 and $5 million for a murder trial. And it costs something like somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000, maybe even more, to keep a prisoner in a year, to keep a prisoner in prison. And he will go, of course, to a maximum security facility, and that's going to cost a lot more than a medium or minimum security facility. And, the costs are just going to be really high. So hopefully he will kill himself. And you might go, oh, they're going to kill him in jail, they're going to kill him in prison, all that crap. Well, chances are he will be put in, solitary confinement protective custody, where he will be well protected from people that want revenge. And even if someone does get a hold of him and kill him and stab him to death with their shanks, or just beat him to death in a massive, jump-in style beatdown, that's going to be probably might be a whole another murder trial. And then and then it will cost the taxpayer another $500 to $5 million. And they will have to keep those people in prison for the rest of their lives as well. Assuming they are already in prison for the rest of their lives, of course. And, anyway, I don't think this is my last video on this topic, but I think for right now this is where that video ends. They have footage of it, and you can go check that out if you want. You might be able to go check his Instagram, assuming they haven't already deleted it. But anyway, this will conclude my video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye for now. See y'all later.